It's like, it has to be a challenge. If there's no challenge, where are we going? It has to be crazy. It has to be different. Let's try it. You know, this is the way I see life. The first thing I felt when I designed the library was that it had to be the size of a kid, which means that it has to be lower, and also that the adult will be surprised by looking it up and look at the shape of it. The shape is like a snake. It just goes around like an S going like this. And I wanted them, the kids, to discover these in a way that they will be in their size. You know, it doesn't have this enormous size. It has the size of kids, so they can reach the books in a nice way. They can sit around the shelving. They can sit in harmony in different places. And the idea is that they can go around it, surrounded by this snake, but also, you know, sit down around the columns and go and discover some of the galleries. And I wanted them to go running. Let's touch the snake. Let's see what, you know, the skin of the snake, which is the books. What can they tell us? What can they teach us? You know, this is the idea I had from the beginning, and it's actually reflected in the design. Yeah. Well, I feel you know, completely honored, first of all, because, you know, to have the possibility in my life already to have a garden with my name, the idea of having this place that is dedicated to people to enjoy, to have a peaceful moment, ability to draw into a three-dimensional project which has the sculptures, you know, with the fiber and granite, with the brass elements, with all these imagination animals and everything. To me, it's like a total pleasure. You know, I feel it's like a great opportunity in my life, probably one of the most important projects I've done so far, because I could use the ability of creating design, putting my art into sculptures and placing them with my own expression and bringing them to life, you know, with the different proportions. It's going to be something new, something that is it a sculpture park? Is it a journey to botanicals to discover plants, at the same time see the shadows and the things that the sculptures create? Is it a place we get coffee and think and walk around, you know, a different type of garden? I don't know. Is it everything? Maybe yes. We have to go to old Roman Empire and feel that if you go to an amphitheater or to a theater, you're just looking at the scenario, yeah? And that gives you visibility, yeah? Because you go up, you can look. So I thought, okay, I want to have a good time with my kids. I'm going to the park. I want to see and I want to enjoy and I want to relax, but I want them to play. Well, that's perfect. I said, okay, first of all, let's think about the parents, you know, because we only think about the kids, but what about the parents? And also I thought it's interesting to let them play. You know, this is a very interesting play park. It's not the typical one. It's a sculpture. The pieces we have, this weird elephant, the llama, you know, the kind of, you know, it's like a salamander or something like that, you know, which you go inside, and then this weird like man where you can cross him like that, you know, and you're in this like kind of like puzzle floor. It's like a symphony going on. It's only missing the kids having the show. So I thought it's like a play, for real. It's not a playground, it's a play, like a theater play. And you're sitting down in the room and you're looking at the movement. This is going to be action. It's going to be very interesting. And to me, that's actually what I wanted to provoke. It's this idea that the same public and the users are creating the scenography, the overall thing, this movement. This is the key point of the start of the design. The mural, it's a completely crazy project. If you look at it from the left to the right, you can see this evolving, you know, for people that are kind of walking like animals into people going into cars and cities. So for me, I think like the fact of starting the first interior design in Korea, for me it's like aside of being a really big pleasure, because I love you know, Korea and everything that is around the culture, especially because I could be free to make something that is you know, also a challenge for me. So I'm really proud and happy to do it. You know, when you see my work, I do it with a heart, you know, like I'm not, you know, doing this work just like automatically or mechanically. No. It's like I'm living every single moment of every space that I'm doing. So, you know, I want people to feel the same way that I feel, you know, which is like they can see that I had fun doing the project. They can see that I used the colors that I wanted, the shapes that I wanted, that I fell into my fantasy, that I let the people get into it. So I want them to feel free and enter and discover and you know, talk about it and be amazed about it in a positive way, you know, looking around and having you know, this kind of comfort that I felt also doing it. So it's going to be a big journey for a lot of people, you know. It's a lot of surprising moments, you know. This is, for me, what I wanted them to feel.